Right, so Sir Nathan Bridge is going to attempt to describe and evaluate a current talent development programme for a passing merit. So Nathan, what is the talent development programme you're going to be talking about, and just give us a brief introduction for it, please?
It's the long-term athlete development programmes.
Yeah.
And there are different types for different sports, but more importantly there are 6 to 8 stages of these development programmes, starting from when you're young. So it's like when you're young, it's like fun stuff. So then the young ones can enjoy it, but then you slowly move through the stages, and they get harder and more competitive as the stages go on and as you get older.
Yeah, good. Right, so it's some of the stages is to do with the peak height velocity. Alright, so what is that and how does that apply to the programme?
Yeah, the peak high velocity is when is the point in a child's development when they reach their maximum growth rate. The average age for reaching peak high velocity is 12 for girls and 14 for boys. And because of the peak high velocity, this means that the VO2 max and strength increases a lot. So then using like measurements, measuring their peak high velocity, it can be monitored, and then appropriate training can be set to match the athlete's development.
Yeah, so you've said it there. So why is it important for like coaches to understand this then for that time?
Because it's when they're at their obviously it's when they're peak. So they're maturing. So you need to get the training right. You don't want to be overdoing them because they're too small and stuff like that. So if they aren't developed quickly enough, obviously you don't want to overwork them.
Yeah, good.
If they've developed too quickly, or before the average age, then you don't want to be not working them as hard.
Good. Right, so let's start off with the stage then. So what's the first stage?
First stage
one, yeah.
is fundamentals.
Yeah.
This phase for boys is age 6 to 9, 6 to 9, and girls 5 to 8. And this is to develop the athlete's physical capacities and movement skills. Some of the key points to these phases are participation, speed, power and endurance are developed using fun games. So it's got emphasis on the fun.
Right, yeah. So what kind of skills are going to be? So you talked about speed, power, endurance, but what's kind of skills are they going to be learning there?
The ABCs, so the agility, balance, coordination, speed.
Yeah.
R, JTs, so running, jumping and throwing.
Yeah.
Other stuff like KGBs, so kinesthetics, gliding, buoyancy, striking with the body part. And also CKs, catching, kicking, striking with an implement.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So are these kind of skills, are they transferable to other sports and different things?
The general motor skills that you need in all sports.
Yeah, good. Right. So then stage 2.
Phase 2, I've got learning to train. This is appropriate for boys aged 9 to 12, girls at age 8 to 11. And the main objective of this should be to learn all fundamental sport skills. So some of the key points of this stage are further development into these movement skills that we went through in the first stage. Learn a general overall sport skills. Continue to develop endurance. Introduce basic flexibility exercises, so stuff like lunges and squats. And then continue to develop speed with specific activities during warm-up, so agility, quickness and change of direction. And then develop knowledge of warm-up, cool-down, stretching, hydration, nutrition, recovery, relaxation and focusing. Right,
again, so can these be transferred to different sports?
Yeah, they can. Obviously, before any sport you'll need to warm up, so it gets the blood pumping and you don't injure yourself.
Yeah, but all these skills and stuff can still be transferred out. They're not very sport specific yet.
No, yeah.
Right, good. Right, stage 3.
I've got training to train.
Yeah.
This is appropriate for boys aged 12 to 16 and girls aged 11 to 15. And the main objective of this should be the overall development of the athlete's physical capacities, focus on aerobic conditioning and fundamental movement skills. Some of the key points of this phase are further develop speed and sport specific skills, develop the aerobic base, so that's after or on when they are at their peak high velocity.
Yeah.
learn correct weightlifting techniques, develop knowledge of how and when to stretch, establish pre-competition, competition and post-competition routines. Strength training window for boys begins at 12 to 18 months after their peak high velocity. And 60% of training to 40% competition ratio needs to be included or is recommended for people at this phase.
Yeah, so they're doing quite a lot of training of the physical stuff. Right, and phase 4?
Training to compete. This is appropriate for boys 16 to 18 and girls 15 to 17. The main objectives of this should be to optimise fitness, preparation, sport, specific skills and performance. Some of the key stages of this are 50% of available time is devoted to develop of technical and tactical skills and fitness improvements, and the other 50% is available time devoted to competition and competition specific training, and learning how to perform these sport specific skills under a variety of competitive conditions during training.
Yeah, so why is it important to be doing bringing these tactical skills in at this age rather than earlier?
Well, obviously they'll have matured more, so they'll get more of an understanding of the tactics, so they'll be able to work out in red quicker than they will when we're younger.
Yeah, good. Right then, the next phase?
I've got training to win. This is appropriate for boys aged 18 plus and girls aged 17 plus. The main objective is to maximise fitness preparation and sport specific skills as well as performance. Key points are athletes' physical, technical, tactical, mental, personal life capacities are now fully established, so they can focus on training and the maximisation of their performance. Athletes train to peak for major competitions, and training is characterised by high intensity, volume, appropriate breaks to prevent overtraining.
Right. Okay, so we've talked quite generally there about the different sort of different phases. What about more like a sport example? Can you link any of these to a sport?
Yeah, football I've gone with, and the FA they've integrated the long-term development plans into their already existing courses.
Yeah.
So targeting technical, physical, psychological and social factors. So for instance, technical, when you start off with FA youth courses, don't you? So this is obviously targeting the young ones, making it fun for them, and then at the highest level it's UEFA Pro license, but in between there's like UEFA B, UEFA A, or whatever, and they've worked their coaches through this, so then they can coach each stage, and it makes a long-term development plan perfect really for football.
Yeah. Right, go on. So what are the strengths of this programme then?
Strengths I have got for LTADs. Different stages are targeted as they go up. So obviously, when they're young, it's different to when they're old. Obviously, it's different levels and different capacities that they can do. It takes into account that girls develop at a younger age than boys.
Yeah.
So that's a strength. Obviously, you don't want to be overworking people. And then last strength is that it's fun. The emphasis is always fun on the young ones, so it makes them enjoy it from a young age, so then they are more likely to enjoy the rest of the long-term development plan. Yeah. Because they like it.
Yeah. So also on that bit then, so why is it good that the skills are transferable? Like when it's the fundamental stage, why is it a good thing that they can go and do it in different sports?
Because they might not all like one sport, so it's best to get a variety of sports, choose which one you like, or choose which one you're best at, and then you can go from there. Right, good.
What about weaknesses?
Weaknesses, I've got some stages, such as training to compete. This is very time consuming, you can't do all else really. You can only do it in one sport properly if you want to make it as a professional.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's very time consuming, which is a weakness. And another one is, as a sports coach, it's a lot to to learn, a lot to take in, and then to progress the players throughout these different phases, it'll be difficult to learn it all and to put people through it all as well.
Yeah.
Hence why the FA have got different people for different stages.
Yeah, good have, yeah.
And then the last weakness is travel and cost to go through the stages. So the cost of when you're young, it won't be that much. You're probably free at primary school, but then as you go, you'll get to a club, you might have to start paying money, travel to different games, away games, travel, obviously it'll cost to travel, what if you get in a car, petrol or bus. So the cost of things and cost of equipment as well is always in some sports.
Yeah.